While routing your board, you may run into some situations where there is no way that you can route a wire on the board without going over or causing conflict with other wires on the board. For example, here I have a situation in which this ground needs to be connected to the ground over here, but then as you can see, I will not be able to trace the wire over the other wires which are already there on the same layer, that is the top layer. So the way that you change the layer on which your wires are is using a technique called via. A via is a small little hole that connects you from one layer to the other layer. So the way that you can introduce a via in the circuit is start off by choosing the normal wire. Now since this is ground, I'm going to change the length of this wire, and then start off from one point, go somewhere else. There, once you have clicked and put the wire, right click and do add via. Your via will be added, and you will see that the color of your wire has changed. This change of color means that now you are routing in the bottom layer. And what you can now do is you can route your wires such that they go to the other connection that is over here. Now remember that in here you are able to cut the other wires because they are of two different colors, which means they are on two different layers, and hence you do not need to worry about such things. Okay. And let's see what else we can do here. So that's one. And the other thing that I forgot to mention in the previous video where we were talking about tracing is that do not use the auto route feature which the OrCAD software has. It's a useful feature when you have got a very complex board with a lot of lines that you have to trace. But then in our case, we would be able to do it either way using just manual tracing, because auto router never comes out as well as manual tracing. But there are bits and pieces of the circuit after you are done wiring everything else. If you find that there are a few wires which you are not being able to route, then is when you can make use of the auto router, but other than that, no. So yeah, that's it. So in the next video we will see, like I said, about the board outline and how we generate the Gerber files for manufacturing and so on and so forth.